have to get this one going. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will get the first crack at it here. The build-up with all of the pranks and the hijinks sometimes seems almost as big as the big game itself. Stanford and Cal ready to square off for the axe.
And memories of football players running down the field, running into band members at the end of crazy games. There have been some unbelievable moments in this great rivalry, and hopefully we're in for another great one today.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the most iconic moments in college football history. Now these guys get an opportunity to make their moments in this big rivalry game.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses to 35. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Bears put a whipping on Stanford the last time these two teams met, blowing out the Cardinals.
Blowing them out, creating momentum, creating mojo, getting the bragging rights in this rivalry. That is always something Cal fans look forward to.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play college football history, as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford. And you never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, David, something you'll hold on to.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Pax trophy, they change the score of that game. That's how petty this rivalry is. We just change history, change scores. I love it.
So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Brown wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think we got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
He's loose at the 15. Jumped on top of the pile.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
They'll try to run for it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And the Golden Bears will move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to pass, it's Moffitt. He's going to fire deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the trophy games are fun. It's not a real axe, by the way. It's kind of a trophy with an axe on it. But this means something to them. It means something to the fans. All the pranks, all the history behind it, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really actually more of a clap, which is interesting. But regardless, it doesn't matter what the records are between these two teams. Stanford and Cal, it comes down to this game. This is bragging rights, not just today, but for the rest of the year.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Cal! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the extra... And it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Stanford quickly to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. Smashes through. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Collins. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Stanford wants to push the pace. Brown will throw it. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parrish. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Slips through the line. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. To throw, it's Moffitt. Trying to get to it. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. They're trying. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Right back to it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Stanford quickly to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Hoping to pick up the first. Here comes Stanford on 4th down. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man, and they convert. Touchdown, Stanford! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver.
Hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Iowa State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Crosses to 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Buying some time. Got his man on the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give out of the gun. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Moffitt. They're bringing heat. They're working that left side. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Snap it to the back. And the Golden Bears pick up the 1st down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off bounce. Bad play call.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed.
2nd down coming up. Brown will throw it. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Coming after it. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Cardinal. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll take the deep shot. And it's caught inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave.
He lets it fly. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Working that left side now. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Brown will throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Stanford!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be...
And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed to meet him.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, Northern California is a region divided whenever the Golden Bears and Cardinal get together. And we've seen a lot of that spirit on display so far in the fight for the Stanford Axe. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Cal and Stanford plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Golden Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. On the option. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Brown wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Trying to get the edge on the right.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Here's the handoff. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cal! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. Makes the catch and knocked down. Stanford quickly to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. How about about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse.
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Direct snap. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Golden Bears are on the move. Now they're going to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can call.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Bears! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. The Bears have pushed out to a comfortable lead and now have their eyes on grabbing the axe.
You know, in any rivalry game, momentum is a massive factor. Cal right now seems to be seizing on that, David, here in the second half. Let's see if they can close this out.
And I love you gave me professional analysis, but let's get back to what Reese Davis said. It's not really an axe, Reese. It's actually a trophy that has an axe on it, so they're not going to grab an actual axe. And just any chance I get to call out Reese Davis for being wrong, I'm going to do it.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parrish. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it again. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Pickup of 6. Brings up third down.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Good enough for a first down.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands. They want to just keep throwing it. The sure hands. It's Stevenson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mosley. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
Brown wants to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He's going to let it go. And he intercepts it. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Still on his feet at the 45. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Then just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Brown will throw it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cal! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Brian, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got his man quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete, a big... Second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 3